Hi everyone, this is Marek with Trademarko Realty. Today I would like to give you a short video what's happening in the real estate market. Myself, I've been living in Queens, Ridgewood, and besides work, we've been doing a lot of cooking, cleaning, walking, just to try and stay busy in this time. So when I work, most of my time I spend talking to people. I talk to the lawyers, mortgage bankers, attorneys, lenders, my current clients, past clients, and appraisers. So I have a very grasp what's happening in this industry. Besides, we're getting a lot of information on the news, but today I would like to give you my point of view what's happening in this industry. So what I did, I divided this presentation into 3 steps. First step, it's a current market situation. In that step, I would like to discuss what's actually happening in this industry. Are we getting more listings? Or there's a listings? Are the people making offers? Are the closing happening? So I would like to go over that step in that point. Then the second point is how I cope with it. What I've been doing just to get me from point A to point B on the daily activities. So I would like to share you some tips, what actually helped me just to stay active. And the third point is the pricing. I think everybody is wondering, will the prices will come down or will the prices go up? So if they come down, by how much? Are they by 30%, 20%, 10%, and when? So let's dive in. The first point is the current market situation. So like everybody knows, our activities decreased. Number of listings on the market also fell, in 5 boroughs. And some areas fell by 30%. In Brooklyn, some areas by 40%. Same thing in Queens. Manhattan also took the dive. But at the same time, when the numbers of inventories fell, also number of offers fell. People making less offers on the buildings. The contracts, actually executed contracts, people still doing that, but I think most of those contracts were executed from the previous showings. The people who actually seen the property prior to pandemic, or either they came back, seeing the market, and basically they executed the deal. But from my point of view, in my real estate company, we're still showing the properties, virtually. I got couple rentals. At the same time, we got a fully executed contract on one of the buildings, but also we accepted a deal on the other listing. So there is some action. I supposed to have a closing, but one of the closing got delayed because of epidemic, and a lot of lenders, they focus on the underwriting SBA loans. So it takes a little bit longer. So I had the closing supposed to happen in March. Right now it's scheduled sometimes in May. So overall, the numbers of listings decreased, numbers of offers decreased, like everybody knew probably what's going on. Second point, how I'm coping with it. Our life, before we went into pandemic mode, had the routines. We went out, we woke up in the morning, we had certain activities, we went back to work and we come back home. But right now, like 99 of us, they're sitting home. So what I've been doing, just to go through that process, I keep my activities checklist. I do scheduling, like a night before, I prepare what do I have to do next day. And basically, I check them off. If I did that activity, I checked it off. Recently, I just read a very good book called Checklist Manifesto. That's this book. If you have a chance to read it, I would recommend it. That's basically one of the surgeon, describes importance of the having the checklist. So this is what I've been doing, scheduling, and keeping the task alive. And the second very important part, it's attitude. You have to have a right attitude. I cannot look what's going to happen in the future, and also I cannot look what happened in the past. If you start hoping for a good stuff in the future, subconsciously your mind is going to create the fear. So I've been actually focusing on the daily activities. I have to do certain tasks to do, and I'm actually checking them off. And the third point, I think this is very important, the pricing. I'm getting a lot of calls, if the prices will decrease, by how much, by 10%, 20%, 30%, and when. I don't really know. I don't have an answer for that. I don't have a crystal ball, I cannot project the future. So many people I'm talking with, owners, they ask me, should we list the property or should we wait? It depends on your current situation, because always there is a meeting of the mind with the buyer and the seller, and the price is dictated what's the current buyer willing to pay for that property. So right now it's hard to tell by how market is gonna change, but I'm seeing the prices is dropping. And in some areas, the people are actually accepting lower offers. So there's advantages for the buyers, but at the same time, if the listing inventory decreases, there's also a chance for the sellers to list their property, because, when the market opens, there will be more inventory on the market. So those three things. The first, it's current market situation. Second, my point of view on it. And the third point, the pricing. Like every week, I have a Zoom meeting with all professionals. We meet once a week just to go over the current situation and what's happening in each industry. So if anybody wants to join that meeting, please send me the link and I will be more than happy to connect you with our webinar. So I see you on the next meeting. Thank you.